අපේ ගෙදර කට්ටිය. අම YouTube රෙසිපියට කෑම හදනකොට තාත්තා යෝග එක්ස්පර්ට් වෙන්න හදනවා. මලයා දැන් FB එකේ ට්‍රෙන්ඩිං ෆොටෝග්‍රැෆර්. රට ඉන්න නැන්දැයි ආච්චිය WhatsApp කෝල්මයි. මමයි බවයි දැන් ඉන්ස්ටා එකේ ස්ටාර්ස්ලා. ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඕනේ YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Viber ඔක්කොම එකතු කරපු එක ප්ලෑන් එකක් තියනවාද?
ඔව්, හඳුන්වා දෙන Dialog Home Broadband Home Social Plan එක. GB 40ක් මාසෙටම රුපියල් 575යි. සති දෙකක් ගානේ ගෙවන්න ඕනේ නම් GB 20ක් රුපියල් 310යි. අදම ඇක්ටිවේට් කරගන්න. සුපිරි අධිවේගී Dialog Home Broadband.
Wherever you are, wherever life takes you, we are here to close the distance, connecting you across the island with the latest in global technology, bringing unmatched coverage and connectivity with the best in care. Because you are our #1 priority. Today, our relentless dedication to you has elevated us to become the #1 in Sri Lanka. Dialogue, the future today.
TikTok, Insta, fun එක අරගෙන trending video කරන්න views like share කරන හැමෝටම තව challenge කරන්න video බලන්න trend එක හදන්න challenge කරලා fun max කරලා star කෙනෙක් වෙන්නම ඕනේ නම් ඔයත් fun blast activate කරන්න.
Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are joining us live for the Sri Lanka Esports National qualifier, and you are joining us for the League of Legends Grand Finals. And with me I have Cadmium Beast and Rampage Wolf, and we are just about to get into a finals that I think has been happening for like a lot of years, right? We have NA versus PNX, a standard matchup here, a rivalry going on between them. So we'll have a really good best of 3. First of all, I would like to ask you to, what do you all think about the two teams? Who do you think will come out on top here?
It depends on the drafting mostly. It could be mainly on the draft how they put their team composition, as their teams are very good. All the players are very qualified and with lots of experience in the world. So drafting is the main factor, and also what they pick, like the meta champs, like Jinx in the current meta, she's OP. With different picks also could come, like the troll picks we call them, but off meta picks.
Yeah. What do you think, in terms of players to look out for? Obviously, we have always some key players on each of the teams. Do you know any of these players to select, like these are the key players? Do you have an idea?
I don't have a proper idea on the key players, but I think there is a player called Hydra, and he's shown some good competition and skills on the last matches, few matches ago. So I think with proper communication, he can pull something off. Really good to see.
All right, the next question is, what do you think the meta champions are right now? Who do you think will be banned? Who do you think will be picked?
It's currently the patch, there is not much of a meta going on, but I think it depends on the counters they are going to pick. If the enemy team knows about the other team's picks and their mains, I think they're going to mainly focus on banning them. That depends on their picks, I guess.
Yeah, so hopefully guys, we will be able to get into the champion select shortly. Just before we do go into that, massive shout out to Dialog for sponsoring the entire event. And of course, they have been with the esports community for the last 10 years running and have been doing a lot of work in terms of developing esports in the country. And also to the strategic partner Gamer.LK, who is absolutely amazing. They celebrated their 16th year anniversary just yesterday. So they are the pioneers of esports in the country, and they have been taking steps year on year out to make sure that esports takes the next step forward when compared to everything else that is happening in the country. And with that, we do have the champion select. So guys, walk me through what is happening and who are being banned right now.
So the PNX side has banded off with Trundle and Cassiopeia,
and from the sides of the other side, they banned the Jax, who is I think one of the threats to the other team if they manage to pull him off, and Neon. Both of those champs are really powerful at this moment, and they can solo carry the game. And they banned a Nunu.
So Jax is very powerful in the current meta with his new item reworks. He's too powerful to contain with some champs, and a Zac band is very he's powerful in this meta, but I think it will be a main like the jungle of the The Shy Boy is a good Zac player, as I have seen him playing in the inter-university tournaments. So the Shy Boy's Zac is banded away. So I think there will be a Nidali pick from the Shy Boy, because I saw his Nidali personally. So his Shy Boy is very good. But it's a Nocturne pick, but it could be gone for a jungle or for a mid lane.
I think Nocturne is a really good assassin at this moment, and it's good for if they get their ADC or someone squishy fed. I think Nocturne would be a nice pick to have it countered.
Wukong it is from the side of New Balance. So Wukong is a strong pick in the current meta for the jungle. So with his Cyclone and jungle, so Wukong will be mostly on the jungle side, and with the new buffs to the Dead Dance, it's a very good pick. Wukong and Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath is also coming up of a table. Like he was down very low, and with the new patch for the Heart Steel, which is rapid attacks, health regain with the new ruins and with these new changes. Cho'Gath is also in the meta. So they are going with meta picks, with Kai'Sa also a very good meta pick. What do you think?
I think the thing that highlights on my eye, I think it's the Cho'Gath. If the Cho'Gath gets fed enough and if he manages to get enough stacks, it's going to be a game changer. But at first they went with a Vayne pick, but they changed it to a Kai'Sa. And to counter Cho'Gath, I think Vayne would have been a better pick at that place. But I'm pretty sure the teams are on their plans and they're planning something out.
And the Nautilus pick is come on, which is a good CC counter for them with the Airborns and with the CC, which multi-CC champs in Nautilus. And Xayah is a meta champ, which is like in OpenGG is the first meta champ for ADCs. So with the new buffs for the Hailblades, Xayah with the build with Grey Force and Hailblades is very OP. With 2 items, she is very powerful. Kai'Sa is good for Cho'Gath, melt down Cho'Gath, but Cho'Gath is most probably he'll go tank to like soak out the damage. Vayne will be a better option for Cho'Gath than a Kai'Sa, I prefer. So Anivia banded away and a Camille banded away. So PNX has not chosen the top lane yet. So they have banded away her Camille, but because Cho'Gath can be countered by Camille. And the Seraphine for mid lane. Seraphine is now currently very OP on the patch, where you can play her any like back in like 2 years ago she was OP that you can play any lane, she'll be carrying. And Anivia is also a strong pick for mid lane. So and a Valdemir. So Valdemir is good, but I think from No Balance there will be a good Valdemir player. So because they have been gone head to head for a long time, so they know what are the key players they have to take away from each player. Why guys hovering?
So I think in terms of the current draft, I think the PNX has the upper hand, and since they are going with the Nautilus and 2 burst damages, if they manage to pull something off with the CCs, I think it's going to be a game changer at this moment.
So a Veigar is picked from the side of NA, and the Malzahar is counter picked. So they have their support for the last pick. They have left their support open. So as set for their top lane, a very composition of APs. They have only 1 AP, Malzahar. Unless if you see in the side of No Balance, they have a Veigar who scales very well with AP. So with this draft, I can say is No Balance is going for a scale pick. So Cho'Gath scales with time, Veigar scales with time. Zilean can level up them and powerful them. And but Xayah is a good pick for like early until they scale up enough. Xayah can hold the game for them. It's a very sustained draft from the side of No Balance. What do you think of a draft, Zed?
I think the PNX draft is strong enough to control them without getting fed enough. And if the other sessions get fed, Vanguard get fed, I think it will be a game changer for them because like you said, Cho'Gath and Veiga are stack champions, and if Cho'Gath manages to get enough stacks, it's going to be one big tank on the team, and Veiga is going to be a big damage to them. So if they manage to pull something off with the stacks, it's going to be game changing for them. And I think the other team, they should play safe and not fed them enough.
Alright, so we do have the conclusion of the champion select. Both the casters, of course, they do have their own thoughts on it. If I get you two to pick one side right here, can you pick a team of who might win? Who do you think has the upper hand in this game number one?
I think
In this game,
PNX has the upper hand at this moment because of the past skills they've shown. In terms of draft, I think it's going to be the other side. The Vanguards might have a chance on winning.
Do you agree with him on those thoughts, or do you have different ideas to how the game would go?
New Balance have a good draft, to be precise, with their tanks and AP composition than Phoenix. But they were focused on melting down Cho'Gath. They forgot that they need AP also.
So if you take the game as a whole, like this is a best of three, and game number one, what do you think the timing which will be for each of the team now? Each of these heroes or champions would rather have their own itemization, and they would have their own timing or power spikes, as you call it. What do you think the timing will be for each team?
So Cho'Gath will be able to devour within after level 6. So he have to have minimum around 12 stacks to be OP, and after some time Veiga, like around 18 minutes, Veiga and Cho'Gath will be very powerful, and Zaya also will be powerful from level 10 onwards, like minute 10. So it's gonna be a very tough game for PNX but they have a set which they have an early game with their Nocturne set. If they were able to knock down Veiga before level 6, it will going to be a win for them.
I think he mentioned that New Balance has like a lot of sustain towards the later on in the game. They do have the better AD carries if the game does go late. Do you think PNS can stall them long enough, or can they take the game early on and stop New Balance from getting to that late stage of the game?
I think if they play it with a proper communication and a plan, they could pull something off. And if they make simple mistakes, I think the game is gonna change real soon, since they are Vanguard's pick is really strong on late game onwards. So if they reach the time or 12 minutes or something, if they get enough stacks, I think we can decide something on that stage as well.
So in terms of those of at home who does not know what the heroes are like, each of these champions or each of these teams would have a champion who dictates the pace of the game. Kind of like majority of the time it is the jungler, right?
Yeah.
Who do you think has the upper hand in terms of dictating the pace of the game right now?
Nocturne has a very good to dictate the pace from level 6 onwards. And with Wukong is powerful early on, but Nocturne has upper hand with his spear and the attack damage boost he gets from it.
So your idea is that Nocturne might have a better chance early game rather than Wukong.
Yes.
I think that will play into the fact that Noob Alliance is technically trying to take it a little bit later on, where they scale a little bit better than PNX. So I think it plays into that, I'm assuming. But with that, guys, we should be starting the game very, very shortly. As everyone knows, League does have that delay between the champion select as well as going into the game. That is why there is a small delay between them. But while we do wait, a massive shout out to Dialogue again for sponsoring the entire event. They have been absolutely amazing. Has been a part of the esports community for the last 10 years running, and they are doing much more as the years go on to make sure that all the esports athletes in the country does have that chance to take it to the next stage. And they have dubbed esports as the fastest growing sport in the country. It is now a recognized sport by the Ministry of Sports in Sri Lanka as well. So it's absolutely amazing times to live in, as well as if you are an esports athlete out there, it's absolutely amazing, because during my time we did not have this opportunity, and now right now is the best possible time to get into the industry, get into the sport and play what you love, and basically become the best at something that you want to really do. Having said that, a massive shout out to Gamer.LK as well for organizing multiple tournaments, including being the strategic partner for this as well. They have been around for 16 years. They just celebrated their 16th year anniversary just yesterday. So it's absolutely amazing. So massive shout out to Gamer.LK as well as the entire crew that has made this a possibility over the 16 years. There have been people who came in and out and has done a lot of work to make sure that esports is what it is today. Having said that, we should be starting the game. One final answer I want, like you all had different ideas of who might win. If I ask you outright, not just draft, not just composition or players, if you have to pick a team, whether it's Noob Alliance or PNX, who would you pick right now?
I would pick Noob Alliance.
What about you?
I'll pick PNX.
Okay, so we do have a bit of a battle here. So we have one guy saying PNX, we have one guy saying Noob Alliance. Hopefully both will be right and we might get a 3-game series here. I mean, that's what we all want to see, that it will go the distance. With Counter-Strike, we almost had it. There was a small chance that it might have gone the distance, but it didn't. But hopefully with League it will happen. And with that, we do have the game starting up. So I'm going to leave it with the two casters to take us through the play-by-play.
Thank you, Terror, for your help. So, and it starts with the red buff. AceIord starts with the red buff with his Wukong. The Shy Boy is starting with the red buff too. So, early game is going to dictate the game a bit. Not much. What do you think, Zed?
Yes, I think early game is going to dictate the game, like you said, and they are going for a Vega. As a mid lane player, personally, I think Vega can actually counter Malzahar if he plays it well and if he manages to break his shield with his Q and he stacks well. Let's see how it's going to chain out.
So, when there's a nice hook from Nautilus into the Xayah, and Xayah flashes away, and Zilean is giving a good route, but I think it's a good chance for him to behind. And Hydra is farming towards top. Nautilus, Chograt is farming, and the early game advantage is for Set.
I think I wasn't expecting to see fights at level 1 already. I thought the teams might go for a safer play, but they just went in, and the Nautilus went in for the tower, and it was almost a kill. Is it a kill?
Oh,
no,
nice. It was close from PNX. They are showing off the early power they have to show against the Noob Alliance composition. And that's the Chograt going in, but I am not pretty sure he must go in so much because of Natalie Set is very powerful early on in the game.
Yes, but I think as a Cho'Gath player, I have tried playing Cho'Gath on mid lane and he was pretty strong. I have to say that, because if you manages to hit his the airborne,
PNX steals away the blue of Noob Alliance, which is a very good sign. And Wukong is running towards the blue of the Shy Boy, and the Shy Boys are running towards the blue. So it is a good decision for AceIord to back off, because it will be a bad fight for them, because both the lanes are pushed in.
Yes, and I think it's going to make an impact on Wukong, and if he manages to get some gangs, I think it might be enough to get it cover. But if Nautilus, Nocturne manages to use this chance and do some really good ganks, I think this might be enough to get Nocturne fed.
The hook connects from Nautilus, and it's under turret, but Zilean runs away from the W, and it's a fight of jungle versus mid. Jungle mid duo is an important thing in the game.
Yes.
Do you think that Viger has a Viger has a he has a disadvantage when his wave is getting pushed into him. He can't stack with Malzahar.
Yes, it depends. If Malzahar have a really good wave management, it's going to be harder to Viger to stack. But if Malzahar doesn't use that opportunity and do that, it might be a game-changing thing, because Viger is going to stack up. He's going to mainly target on stacking and breaking the Malzahar shield. That's what he's going to mainly focus on. And did you notice that PNX have more vision on the map than the Vanguards?
So Noob Alliance Raptors are warded from the chickens are warded from the side of PNX, and PNX also is very playing with their experience also. And New Balance are showing that they also know the game. They are anyways trying to keep up with the goal. So it's just 1k goal deficit. And a nice hook, a nice cue from Chograt to save him.
The classic trap. Top laners, they are just trading off.
And
Jungler Khan came in with the
and a
fear.
flash from Nocturne, and the first blast goes for Nocturne. The Shy Boy takes the first kill of the game, and PNX is on the board. Hydra backing off. Nice flash from doing that play from the Shy Boy.
Yes, I have to give it to him. He flashed in and used his fear properly and manages to secure a kill. I got to say the Nautilus and the Kassa, they are playing very aggressive and they manages to hit the Xayah very well.
The PNX onto the Dragons, but PNX onto Dragon and NA is... Oh, that's a nice combo from the Blade Master, and he gives his skill away, but he has given an assist for AceIord when he dies.
Yes. I think
Hydra chasing AceIord, but the AceIord runs away, so it's a good choice from AceIord to just run away from Hydra because set is powerful at 1-1.
And the top laners and bot laners are resetting. Vanguard, no balance.
So the Shy Boy is going towards his blue quadrant. So when you see the build, so Blade Master is going for a tank build. Can you see that? Like,
yes. In terms of items, I didn't think set like Cho'Gath's having a upper hand if he goes in for a fight right now. If Set manages to pull some time off and reset and buys the item, I think it's going to be enough to get back.
as Cho'Gath has already buying Grievous Wounds, so the healing of Set, which from the early game is very OP, is reduced with these Grievous Wounds of 40%. And the wave is stacked up from the side of Kassa, so stacked up for the side of NA. It was a great play with the mid lane, that they gave a good stun, ult and a Q from the side of North New Balance.
Plus went in and it was a small poke.
And the pull is Kassa farming the game.
Kassa manages to hit that.
The game is going on a calm stove, and I have to remind you that when the first skill was down, the Shy Boy was able to take the dragon, Cloud Dragon, and so we are expecting for another dragon. So top lane is going for good trades, but no any kills. They are farming and they are playing on their own as like a top lane.
Yeah, I think now the teams are settled in and they got enough kills. Now they are playing safe and focusing on farm. Malzahar went in with the ult
and the W is blocked from the Shy Boy, and the second kill is secured for the Shy Boy. And what a gang from the Shy Boy for the mid lane. And Blade Master is in trouble. That was a great combo from the silence to the ult.
Yes, it was actually a nice combo, like Malzahar's flash and Nocturne's ult combined with the...
And a Q connects for Xayah. She has his ult, she can use the ult to escape, but she holds on to the ult and a flash. And AceIord is in bot lane. They are not sure. Nautilus is running towards a lot towards the lane. The Hydra is running back, and
Is it enough?
and Hydra goes in and a nice turn away from Cho'Gath's kill. Hydra takes him down.
It was a nice play by Cho'Gath because it was a nice play by Set because did you see that Cho'Gath's ult got missed because of Set's shield, and if it wasn't that perfect play, Set would have been died there.
Yeah, that he used his E very perfectly, and Zillion is in a problem. Wukong is, they are baiting her, and Xayah should ult her here,
Wukong's
and a
also
hook
there,
connects,
is it enough to kill them?
and Xayah pulls under the turret. Kassa is caught up under the turret. AceIord ults, but it's a good time to run away from the AceIord.
Xia manages to run away with a bit of health, brink of health on his.
No, that was a good trade, but ult and flash, and flashes and ult was used in that fight, but no kills were slain from both the sides of the map. It was an intense fight, but no one died.
Yes, it was an intense fight, but no one dies. Perfect executions, and they just manages to get away. If they went in for a all-in, we could have seen some one-side moments there.
And Chograt is taking on the control ward, but he does he know that Kassa, Malzahar, everyone is coming towards him. Chograt is looking on to Nautilus, but the range is not enough. And
in for the
Vega is hooked, but he uses his shield, and the W ult from the Shy Boy, but it's not enough to take down anyone. The Blade Master is running, and AceIord goes in, but he doesn't ult because he's under fear. And the burn is there from Kassa, and the W is followed up by Kaiser.
Yes, I got to say it was a really close call there, because if Vega didn't flash out, he would have been dead, and if Malzahar didn't manage to escape, he would have been dead also. Both teams are playing really safe and really well. If they may make one small mistake or one misclick, I think the game might have changed at the moment. Because
even Blade Master waited until the fear of Nocturne to finish to flash away, so he can follow up. Nocturne can follow up under turret.
Yes, Ascensions just got their second rake, and I think the second rake is going to make an impact on their team.
So the rift is going down from the side of NA. So it's a 3K, it's a 2K lead for the side of PNX.
Yeah, the lead is not that much at the moment. I think one team fight could bring them back, and if they manages to pull it off, like the last time they tried, their whole team was there, but on the side of Ascensions, there were only 3.
So not Noob Alliance has to, just they need to stack up their Viger and with their Chograt to stack with his ult. So if they could send the game until 20 to 25 minutes by stacking without any mistakes, it will be a good, they could turn the game, Noob Alliance.
Yes, I agree with you. If they manages to pull some time off and manages to get the enough stacks, it might be enough to get that gap they've missed on.
So the farm words, it's a good way. PNX is in a upper hand very well in the farm and all the stuff. And itemization, Vega has finished his first Road of Ages. Is back and he have taken the first item, and Nocturne has gone for Eclipse, and only both of them has finished the first items.
Did you notice that Malzahar and Nocturne are playing, they know that Vega doesn't have escape on his kit, right? So the Nocturne flashes in or just uses his ult to make the Vega suppress and stay on place. Then Nocturne uses ult to get the confirmed kill. It was a nice play, but last time they tried it, it should have been 3-0 for Nocturne, but Vega manages to flash out. So I think this is a good opportunity. The Vega is not coming front. If he comes front, the Malzahar's ult and Nocturne's ult could give Nocturne another kill.
Hydra going in, catches up the Chograt under turret, but it was not a big threat. And the Zillion is got up by Nautilus, but not trades. Xia and ult from the Shy Boy. AceIord is caught up, and AceIord is being chunked out by the Shy Boy, and AceIord is down. The Shy Boy takes the third kill, and the ult from Set. The Hydra is pushing in for, and the Hydra takes down the Chograt, and PNX are leading on the scoreboard.
It was well played by PNX, the nice timing, teleport and everything. Well executed, I gotta say.
And Nautilus is waiting for a hook.
The thing is, Xia is unable to farm because of Nautilus zoning him out. So Nautilus is playing really aggressive, and the moment Xia comes front, he just uses something and try to catch Xia in.
So Xayah is farming on his own pace. Xayah has to just play safe until she finishes. Or Xayah gets caught for a Nautilus ult, Nautilus Q, but no follow up, and he is rooted up. So I was talking about Xayah. So Xayah could go for a Glayforce and what you call. And ult is procced from Zillion. They are waiting out the ult, and Xayah runs away, and Zillion also runs away. The fight is all in a stance.
Yeah, this is Xayah's second time that she manages to escape with the brink of health. I don't think it's going to be the same thing if it happens again. And once Kassa gets enough
Hydra
CS, it's going to be something else because it's going to be a burst damage.
They are
going in like a bully, and Nautilus.
AceIord doesn't have his clone. They know that. He used the Italy. AceIord is dead.
Secured the kill.
AceIord is dead from the hands of the Shy Boy. Well played from the Shy Boy. Well played.
Yes, the PNX, that play was really well because they knew they could get them and then focus on the Drake afterwards.
So Xayah has to finish Hail of Blades, Glaive Flows and Hail of Blades. That means 2 items could give a big power spike because Hail of Blades, not Hail of Blades, sorry.
Okay, in terms of Cho'Gath's item, what do you think he's going to build, and what type of item does give him a really good boost at the moment? He's going for a tank, by the way.
The Shy Boy goes for a third. PNX is going for their third dragon, which is a Cloud Soul, which gives them health regain and most of the important stuff they need from the dragon.
At this point of the game, New Balance have no choice other than trying stealing it or giving the Drake away, because I don't think that fight is going to be...
they cannot steal a dragon because AceIord is on the top side of the map, so the jungle is not there. And a hook misses, but he's stunned, but he's caught up in a mix of 3. This is a good chance to take a kill back, and they don't follow up enough damage to take down the Nautilus.
Yes, I thought Nautilus was dead right there, but Nautilus manages to survive with the health and the tankiness he has right now. I think Vanguard, they're trying their best to get a kill, but the PNX manages to escape every single time.
Yeah, so it's a very decisive game. So he uses the best out of it. Noob Alliance was able to pick 1 kill, which was that under turret dive, which was perfect. But in case the Viger has to farm more, he has to stack more of his Qs and AP, which like he could one-shot Kassa.
Yes, but the thing is, even if Viger gets fed, I think Nocturne's gonna target Viger, like the same way he got 2 kills on Viger.
And control ward is spotted onto a Rift Hell. The Shy Boy is in the corner. He could see it, and I think he's not gonna challenge it. Nautilus in the corner. The Rift is gonna come mid, I guess. They are all running towards mid. AceIord also guesses it. They are coming mid.
PNS focused on the kills first, and then they focused on their their objectives. Now they are far more ahead than Vanguard because of the objectives and the kills they got.
So I think the Shy Boy is holding his ult. Holding the Rift Hurled, that when the dragon spawns he can put it on mid and go to a dragon. So they'll have the soul for free. They won't contest the dragon with their turrets going down.
Yeah, that's actually something really good to do, Ash, because if they summon the Rift and the dragon, the Vanguards are either going for the Rift or they are going for the Drake, or else they might gonna lose something.
It would be a great thing if they had given the Rift Hurl for Malzahar, because when Nocturne enters the dragon pit, before he enters, Malzahar will be able to put the Rift in the mid, so everybody will be rotating towards the mid lane, so he can take down the dragon easily.
I see.
But now the Shy Boy has to come mid and put the Rift and go back to the dragon.
I see. Both teams are playing really competitively, and not giving other team a chance. But the thing is, New Balance is forced out of the area because of the sudden spike.
That's a 5k lead for PNX at this stage.
Wukong is there. I don't think Wukong has enough damage to kill Nautilus at this point.
Nautilus goes.
Nautilus is dead.
It's
and
a
Vega gets the kill.
Vega takes his second kill. They're stacking up the Vega. They're giving all the resources to the Vega. But Vega, if Vega doesn't able to take down everyone, it's gonna be a bad thing for them. And Hydra goes in and he farms AceIord. Nice dodge from AceIord from the and Hydra is caught up in the cage and flashes away.
Yes, Nautilus used his ult, but he didn't use it and went into the fight. They summoned the Rifter, and I think they almost managed to get a turret, but the Vanguards are going to. I think at this point, since they summoned the Rifter, we could see a dragon fight because they just lost their chance to
rotate towards the dragon with the Rift Dynamite.
Yes.
So I think they are bringing towards the Baron. The PNX is bringing towards the Baron. So they could Baron, and with the buff they could do the dragon. That's also a very good idea.
I see.
They will be in mid pushing.
Yeah, did you notice Set is roaming around, so no one tries to steal the Baron away.
They have no idea that they are doing the Baron in 21 minutes, which is just 2 minutes the Baron has spawned. It's a very early Baron to be taken from the team of PNX.
Yes, it was well played, and if PNX manages to get this Drake Soul as well, it's going to be a win for PNX. I gotta say it's a win for PNX because they are too strong, and only if Vanguard manages to pull some really miracles away, then only they could win. What do you think?
Yeah, even No Balance are preparing for a fight into the dragon because they can't give away this dragon for free. It's just an easy game for them if they give away this dragon. So No Balance also towards the dragon. Dragon is spawned. Hydra catches AceIord, and it's a nice W for Hydra. Oh, it's down. AceIord is down.
It was well played by Hydra that Hydra manages to use his ult and damage the whole team with his W and his
Kassa
ult.
runs away. Shograt going. And it's a double kill for the Shy Boy. And it's a 4-4-0 trade onto the PNX. This is a GG from the side of PNX.
Yes, it was well played. They tried the Vanguards tried their best. They could to stop the Drake from happening, but it cost the 4 lives of their team, and only Vega manages to escape. And I don't think Vega could have done anything even if their team was there, because their Ascension was focusing their champions really well.
Vanguard has a good team of late game, but when they lose the early game, how can they take down the late game? That's the main issue here.
Yes, it was actually nice. Well played by Shy Boy, because Shy Boy manages to use kill Veiga 2 times and made Veiga lose the lane. So if Shy Boy didn't do that, we could have seen something else happen because of the Veiga's burst damage. Like Veiga is a mage, but he's kind of like an assassin once he gets so fed and stacked. So Shy Boy manages to use that against the unescaped kit to kill Veiga.
And they are split pushing, like nurturing the bot side, and all lanes are busy, so they can't catch one lane and shut down. All the lanes are busy. What No Balance can do is they can catch all the players who are walking too much. And the ult comes, and the Shy Boy dominates.
It was an easy kill for Shy Boy, and Malzahar also manages to ult a person, and Zillion managed to save him, but it's not enough to save Veiga from at that moment. I think Nautilus' aggressive playstyle and Shy Boy's perfect executions are perfect thing to get an easy kill. Nautilus manages to hit another hook, and it was not enough to get the kill. They manages to just poke away. I think it's enough to. Yes, Kassa went in, and Kassa manages to get a kill. Nocturne also gets a kill. Nocturne with a double, and they got the turret as well. I think this is it. They're gonna.
And
stop.
this is it. The game, I guess, they're going for the mid inhibitor turret, and the inhibitor will be also going. Can Xayah be able to stop them? Veiga is up in 7 seconds. and Xia try to take down the Xia ults and pulls the feathers, but no one gets stunned.
I don't think that even if their whole teams comes in and starts a fight, it's going to be enough because it's it's very one-sided, 16-3, and with a more than a 10k or 15k gold going on, the PNX side played very well and they managed to execute. Did you notice that each and every move of them went in with perfect execution and planning?
Yeah, it was very well played from the side of PNX. They punished all the mistakes. When Veigar walks up a bit forward, they use the Melzar ult and with the follow-up of Lakshan's ult. And they are fighting back, Noob Alliance are fighting back, but it's too late. Unless they find a miracle turnover, they can't take this game around. Even though they had a good late game composition, they have a good late game composition, but they lost in early game so much that they couldn't take back in the late game.
Yes, the only way I see to win Noob Alliance at this point is if the whole full team, the 10 players go full build, and only at that point the Veigar and Cho'Gath's usefulness is going to be used there. Otherwise, at this point, because the PNX, they have almost full build on other champs. It's not full build yet, but I'm saying on the Vanguard side, they only went for 2 or 3 items maximum.
But still, Xia has not had range blade. So not range blade. Sorry, what do you call it?
Yes, once Xia builds her items, I think we can see a fight, because an ADC's skill set can change a match outcome. A team fight outcome.
Just 1 or 2 items, they can change the game. That's the big power of the ADC.
Yes, an ADC, attack damage carry, true. That's why they got their name, because with a proper execution and with a good skill set, they could turn away and get a game.
And
team fight
stun is
down.
connected, and a good chunk of damage done by Blade Master to Nishastic. But the burn from Al-Zahar is too much to be controlled by Xia.
Yes. The thing is, even if
Hydra is on the turret fighting 1v2, Hydra gets caught with the Q, but they think not to fight because the Shy Boy is around the corner. And they are pushing on to the game. In the game, the mid inhibitor is gone. The bot inhibitor exposed, and Hydra is leveraging it over them.
Yes,
and the Baron is also up.
Yes, and the PNX are planning to take the break, and they're using the same strategy they did before. They are going to keep one person out, and okay, only 2 players are doing the break, and still they got a kill, manages to get a kill, and Nocturne uses Zonias and gave his shutdown to Wukong. Is Wukong going to get Malzahar as well?
It visit the turning point, and Cho'Gath goes down. Cho'Gath is done, and Hydra is going to showing the power of, but Kai'Sa is caught up in the E of Veigar, and Hydra is trying. Visit the changing time. Oh, that's a flash W from Hydra, and Hydra is down, and it's an ace for Noob Alliance.
Did you see that moves done by Hydra? He still manages to get some kills even at that point.
And the Baron is exposed.
Flash.
Baron is exposed.
Yes, and the Baron is exposed as well. He used his flash to make the enemy team low as possible. And the Shy Boy is up. I think if Shy Boy has enough vision there, they could use an ult and get secure some kills. But I don't think Shy Boy is going to take that risk at this moment.
I am pretty sure it's a good risk to be taken because they have no vision to be going in though. Even though and
they have
the Shy Boy ults and the cage is put down and they're slowing down. And the objective is taken down and the Nexus is going.
Yes, and the Shy Boy and the Vanguards manages to get some really good kills.
The Elder Dragon is up.
Done. And the Elder is up. This is the dragon that's gonna
change the game.
Change the game. I mean, help Ascensions win their win at this point.
And the Elder Dragon is gone with the damage.
At this point, I think Ascensions can just bully in their way through and win the game at this point.
It was a greedy fight. They thought they could 2v4, but they were on vision. So that was the way New Balance was able to turn the game towards them.
Yes, if that fight happened like like when they had like a 10 kill lead, I think it could have given another thing. We could have seen something else happen, like Vanguard winning or something like that. Since
Ace
at
got
this-
caught with the Q of not only Ace, his clone is getting damaged. And they are pushing, the mid inhibitor is exposed, so they are going for a mid inhibitor.
Yes, Essentials are playing really well. Did you notice that their tanks are going in and poking much as possible, and Nautilus is not that aggressive like he was on his early game.
So they are pushing onto the turrets with the power help of the Baron buff. They are able to hold on to the game, and AceIord is going forward a bit, but will they turn? Hydra is there with the Shy Boy, and Kassa takes the red buff, and they are all moving to the top side. Not only is taking the front line, as he must be taking all the time.
And the teams have almost a 10k goal lead. 10k goal lead is really huge to have at this point, and they have the Drake, Elder Dragon as well. And I think if Vanguard makes one single mistake, it's end. It's sure an end, because the lead that Ascensions are having.
Yeah. So even now, if they fight, even it's gonna be a. Oh, that's a
Nautilus
knock.
went in and
It's a double man knock up, and Nautilus is caught up with his ult. He's waiting until the cage goes, and oh, the Elder buff doesn't finish him off, and execute is come for an Elder buff, and Hydra going in and finishing off. The Shy Boy is also going in the middle, and they are thinking, let's finish the game off. Will the Blade Master be able to stop them with the power of Real Mojo?
I got to say, the Vanguard played that team fight really well, but they tried their best. But the lead the Ascensions have just made them easily win, and the grand finals first win goes to Ascensions.
And with the dominance of the early game, and New Balance was able to take it up.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 1 going in favor of PNX Ascension. Mind you, this is the best of 3 series between the two teams. Vanguard did fall out on game number 1. So Vanguard did fall out on game number 1 there, but hopefully with game number 2 they can make a comeback and maybe force that all-important game number 3. We will have to wait and see how that all comes together. But right now it's PNX in the lead. NA looking to make a comeback. We'll be right back after this short break.
TikTok, Insta, fun එක අරගෙන trending video කරන්න views like share කරන හැමෝටම තව challenge කරන්න video බලන්න trend එක හදන්න challenge කරලා fun max කරලා star කෙනෙක් වෙන්නම ඕනේ නම් ඔයත් fun blaster activate කරන්න
අලුත්ම TikTok සහ Insta dialogue fun blaster මාසෙටම රුපියල් 297ක් විතරයි අදම activate කරගන්න වාසිදායක mobile plan ලබා දෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ජාලය dialogue
මේ අපේ ගෙදර කට්ටිය. අම YouTube රෙසිපියට කෑම හදනකොට තාත්තා යෝග එක්ස්පර්ට් වෙන්න හදනවා. මලයා දැන් FB එකේ ට්‍රෙන්ඩිං ෆොටෝග්‍රැෆර්. රට ඉන්න නැන්දැයි කාච්චිය WhatsApp කෝල්මයි. මමයි බවයි දැන් Insta එකේ ස්ටාර්ස්ලා. ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඕනේ YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Viber ඔක්කොම එකතු කරපු එක ප්ලෑන් එකක් තියනවාද?
ඕ හඳුන්වා දෙන ඩයලොග් හෝම් බ්‍රෝඩ්බෑන්ඩ් හෝම් සෝෂල් ප්ලෑන් එක GB 40ක් මාසටම රුපියල් 575යි. සති දෙකක් ගාන ගෙවන්න ඕනේ නම් GB 20ක් රුපියල් 310යි. අදම ඇක්ටිවේට් කරගන්න සුපිරි අධිවේගී ඩයලොග් හෝම් බ්‍රෝඩ්බෑන්ඩ්.
Wherever you are, wherever life takes you, we are here to close the distance, connecting you across the island with the latest in global technology, bringing unmatched coverage and connectivity with the best in care. Because you are our #1 priority. Today, our relentless dedication to you has elevated us to become the #1 in Sri Lanka. Dialogue, the future today.
TikTok, Insta, fun එක අරගෙන trending video කරන්න views like share කරන හැමෝටම තව challenge කරන්න video බලන්න trend එක හදන්න challenge කරලා fun max කරලා star කෙනෙක් වෙන්නම ඕනේ නම් ඔයත් fun blaster activate කරන්න
අලුත්ම TikTok සහ Insta dialogue fun blaster මාසෙටම රුපියල් 297ක් විතරයි අදම activate කරගන්න වාසිදායක mobile plan ලබා දෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ජාලය dialogue
මේ අපේ ගෙදර කට්ටිය අම YouTube රෙසිපියට කෑම හදනකොට තාත්තා යෝග එක්ස්පර්ට් වෙන්න හදනවා මලයා දැන් FB එකේ ට්‍රෙන්ඩිං ෆොටෝග්‍රැෆර් රට ඉන්න නැන්දැයි කාච්චිය WhatsApp කෝල් මයි මමයි බවයි දැන් Insta එකේ ස්ටාර්ස්ලා ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඕනේ YouTube Facebook Instagram WhatsApp Viber ඔක්කොම එකතු කරපු එක ප්ලෑන් එකක් තියනවාද
ඔව් හඳුන්වා දෙන ඩයලොග් හෝම් බ්‍රෝඩ්බෑන්ඩ් හෝම් සෝෂල් ප්ලෑන් එක GB 40ක් මාසෙටම රුපියල් 575යි සති දෙකක් ගානේ ගෙවන්න ඕනේ නම් GB 20ක් රුපියල් 310යි අදම ඇක්ටිවේට් කරගන්න සුපිරි අධිවේගී ඩයලොග් හෝම් බ්‍රෝඩ්බෑන්ඩ්
Wherever you are, wherever life takes you, we are here to close the distance, connecting you across the island with the latest in global technology, bringing unmatched coverage and connectivity with the best in care. Because you are our #1 priority. Today, our relentless dedication to you has elevated us to become the #1 in Sri Lanka. Dialogue, the future today.
TikTok, Insta, fun එක අරගෙන trending video කරන්න views like share කරන හැමෝටම තව challenge කරන්න video බලන්න trend එක හදන්න challenge කරලා fun max කරලා star කෙනෙක් වෙන්නම ඕනේ නම් ඔයත් fun blaster activate කරන්න
අලුත්ම TikTok සහ Insta dialogue fun blaster මාසෙටම රුපියල් 297ක් විතරයි අදම activate කරගන්න වාසිදායක mobile plan ලබා දෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ජාලය dialogue
මේ අපේ ගෙදර කට්ටිය අම YouTube රෙසිපියට කෑම හදනකොට තාත්තා යෝග එක්ස්පර්ට් වෙන්න හදනවා මලයා දැන් FB එකේ ට්‍රෙන්ඩිං ෆොටෝග්‍රැෆර් රට ඉන්න නැන්දැයි කාච්චිය WhatsApp කෝල් මයි මමයි බවයි දැන් Insta එකේ ස්ටාර්ස්ලා ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඕනේ YouTube Facebook Instagram WhatsApp Viber ඔක්කොම එකතු කරපු එක ප්ලෑන් එකක් තියනවාද
ඔව් හඳුන්වා දෙන ඩයලොග් හෝම් බ්‍රෝඩ්බෑන්ඩ් හෝම් සෝෂල් ප්ලෑන් එක GB 40ක් මාසෙටම රුපියල් 575යි සති දෙකක් ගානේ ගෙවන්න ඕනේ නම් GB 20ක් රුපියල් 310යි අදම ඇක්ටිවේට් කරගන්න සුපිරි අධිවේගී ඩයලොග් හෝම් බ්‍රෝඩ්බෑන්ඩ්
Wherever you are, wherever life takes you, we are here to close the distance, connecting you across the island with the latest in global technology, bringing unmatched coverage and connectivity with the best in care. Because you are our #1 priority. Today, our relentless dedication to you has elevated us to become the #1 in Sri Lanka. Dialogue, the future today.
TikTok Insta fun එක අරගෙන trending video කරන්න views like share කරන හැමෝටම තව challenge කරන්න video බලන්න trend එක හදන්න challenge කරලා fun max කරලා star කෙනෙක් වෙන්නම ඕනේ නම් ඔයත් fun blaster activate කරන්න
අලුත්ම TikTok සහ Insta dialogue fun blaster මාසෙටම රුපියල් 297ක් විතරයි අදම activate කරගන්න වාසිදායක mobile plan ලබා දෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ජාලය dialogue
මේ අපේ ගෙදර කට්ටිය. අම්මා YouTube රෙසිපියට කෑම හදනකොට තාත්තා යෝග එක්ස්පර්ට් වෙන්න හදනවා. මලයා දැන් FB එකේ ට්‍රෙන්ඩින් ෆොටෝග්‍රැෆර්. රට ඉන්න නැන්දා එක ආච්චිය WhatsApp call මයි. මමයි බවයි දැන් Insta එකේ ස්ටාර්ස්ලා. ගෙදර හැමෝටම ඕනේ YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Viber ඔක්කොම එකතු කරපු එක ප්ලෑන් එකක් තියනවාද?
ඔව් හඳුන්වා දෙන Dialog Home Broadband Home Social Plan එක GB 40ක් මාසෙටම රුපියල් 575යි. සති දෙකක් ගානේ ගෙවන්න ඕනේ නම් GB 20ක් රුපියල් 310යි. අදම ඇක්ටිවේට් කරගන්න සුපිරි අධිවේගී Dialog Home Broadband.
Wherever you are, wherever life takes you, we are here to close the distance, connecting you across the island with the latest in global technology, bringing unmatched coverage and connectivity with the best in care. Because you are our #1 priority. Today, our relentless dedication to you has elevated us to become the #1 in Sri Lanka. Dialogue, the future today.
TikTok Insta fun එක අරගෙන trending video කරන්න views like share කරන හැමෝටම තව challenge කරන්න video බලන්න trend එක හදන්න challenge කරලා fun max කරලා star කෙනෙක් වෙන්නම ඕනේ නම් ඔයත් fun blaster activate කරන්න
අලුත්ම TikTok සහ Insta dialogue fun blaster මාසෙටම රුපියල් 297ක් විතරයි අදම activate කරගන්න වාසිදායක mobile plan ලබා දෙන ශ්‍රී ලංකාවේ අංක 1 ජාලය dialogue
Hi guys and welcome back to the Sri Lanka Esports National qualifiers. You are joining us live for the League of Legends Grand Finals. It's NA taking on PNX, and we just saw the conclusion of game number 1 where PNX did come out on top. We're just about to head into game number 2 where we will see whether NA can come back and force that all important game number 3 or whether PNX is going to whitewash them 2-0 is going to be the question. All those questions will be answered shortly, but before we do head into it, a massive shout out to Dialog for sponsoring the entire event. They have been with the gaming community for 10 years running now, and they are hoping to give even more help to basically develop the community as well as give the chance that is required to all these esports athletes to go to that international stage. And this is just basically part of their process of making sure that all the gamers in the country does have that opportunity. Having said that, a massive shout out to Gamer.LK as well, the strategic partner for the tournament, as well as the pioneers of esports in the country for the last 16 years running. They just celebrated their 16th year anniversary just yesterday, which is absolutely amazing. We started off at a small cafe back in 2007 or something, and it has come to the stage where we have arenas full of esports athletes coming there with spectators, massive LED screens, which has become like a huge spectator sport in the country, which is absolutely amazing. And right now, esports is a registered sport with the Ministry of Sports as well in Sri Lanka, which is absolutely amazing. It's something that a lot of countries have not done, and it's something that we are ahead of in the curve as well, and that all thanks to the amazing work that has been done by the community as well as the people involved in having these tournaments as well. So a huge shout out to them. Again, just a bit of a recap of what has been happening. We had the qualifier finals for PUBG Mobile also recently, where ISSL Noob Alliance did win out on the PUBG Mobile title. We had CSGO in the morning where Z came out on top 2-0. Mind you, it was a very close game between the two teams. I think the second game it almost went overtime, but Z managed to close it out. So League of Legends, we are hoping we might get that same intensity coming into this grand finals between these two teams. Mind you, these two teams are not new to each other. They have been going up against each other for a really long time. So they know the ins and outs of each other as well as the players. And having said that, we do have the draft starting up. Guys, what do you think of the two teams? Do you think they will change up their draft? I already see Nocturne being banned out.
Phoenix having the first pick of this game. So New Balance is having the first pick of this game. So Phoenix was having their first pick on last game. So they are banning off the Nocturne, which was a very powerful one of a shy boy. And Cassiopeia is out of the equation too. And I am pretty sure if they are banning main champs, they would even ban the set or maybe more champions like what they showed their power of. And I am expecting to ban away what do you call?
Yes, I think they have this. Still, they have chances. Like even if they ban their Nocturne and set, they are going to use the other chance they didn't ban. Like they have their main champs, right? So they are going to use them. If they manage to get their main champ, it's going to be something like they're more used to.
I prefer they will ban away the shy boys. Zac also. Last time the Zac ban was prioritized, but there's a Lulu coming from the band of bot lane. So if they take the Lulu out of the equation, like Affiliates ADC and more ADCs will get off the equation. So a ban of a support means they will reduce the chance of picking up ADCs. So they will scope them into a certain amount of ADCs to pick. So Zac is banned away from the side of Noob Alliance for the side of PNX. So I have a intuition that they will pick a Javan because they went for a Wukong, which is a strong pick, and Javan is also a strong pick in this current meta for a jungle.
Did you notice that PNX banned the same? We just predicted the move. Okay, the PNX. Did you notice the PNX just went with the same ban they went for the last match?
Yeah. So PNX went to the same ban because they didn't have to worry about any chance because they were dominating on all 5 lanes. Zeri is picked.
Yes, the last match the Noob Alliance banned Zeri, but this match PNX manages to secure Zeri, and I think we could see something really interesting with the Zeri.
Yeah, definitely. Zeri is an OP champ in the board also, but and a Rakan picked means they open up Xayah, but I am not sure she'll pick Xayah. I think there will be a Lucian Nami pick, which is a very OP pick in the current meta. With the higher ranks, it will be a good pick to pick also.
Yes,
a Braum and Lucian. It's a good pick, to be honest. So they could counter pick jungle, and they will allow them to ban away their mid laners and their top laners. And Wukong is picked from the side of Shy Boy. And the ban phases come out, so they have got to ban away mids and jungles. All the mids and jungle who are threats will be taken off the equation. I think there will be a good thing to ban away a Yasuo because there is a Wukong and Rakan who can airborne.
I see.
So anyway has taken off. They are going with the same ban they went in of game 1.
Yeah, they're going for the same ban they went for the game 1. The thing is, it's got to, I'm really interested to see the Rakan with the same playstyle he played with the Nautilus. Like, did you notice the PNX Nautilus? He was really aggressive with his Nautilus hooks and stuff. So as Rakan, I'm interested to see him going in and what the possibility is going to turn out.
For the mid top lane, Mordekaiser is taken off the equation from the side of PNX. So thinking for a mid lane option to be banned from the side of Noob Alliance. I was about to say Balza's gonna get banned away from the performance he gave from the game 1. So they could pick Viger. So like they won't pick Viger as a counter pick. It goes for a TF. But I will prefer to. It's a Seraphine which they banned last game, and Seraphine is picked his game.
Yes, PNX managed to secure 2 champions that Noob Alliance banned, and I think Noob Alliance and PNX, they are friendly teams and they know each other's strength and weaknesses. And last match they banned Zeri and Seraphine. There must be a reason, and I'm hoping to see something really interesting.
Yorick is up in equation, and the Walrus mid. Corky mid. Walrus mid is OP with AP builds.
Yes, I think they are going for a team play more rather than a solo.
And Surima Shuffle is what is on the board, I guess. No, the All-In Soul with the current patch or Silas. Oh, and it's a race for their roaming and the damage potential with a Road of Ages. Raise is powerful this current patch. It's our current patches.
Yes.
And Darius comes for Hydra. This is going to be a bloodbath from the both the sides. I can't predict who will win, but I can predict what can going to happen.
The Darius and Yorick 1v1 is going to be interesting because you know that Yorik's small minions, they are really annoying to face as a Darius player because you have to individually auto-attack the minions.
And also Braum will have the stun potential for when he's going against Zeri. It's going to be an interesting fact to fight against a team like that.
Yeah, now the question comes is, again, the previous question that I asked you guys is, where is your money at? Like, who are you supporting this time around? Who do you think will win?
With the Yorick, I will go with PNX this time.
What about you? Are you going to stick with PNX or are you switching sides to Noob Alliance?
I am going to switching sides to Noob Alliance at this time because I want to see something interesting and I'm hoping Noob Alliance can do a comeback again and get this win.
Okay, so in terms of the draft that is there, you said that it will be a bloodbath. Do you think it will be like all-out fighting from the get-go, or do you think there is a late-game potential as well?
PNX mid lane will be playing behind with his rise, not going forward a bit. But Noob Alliance will be trying to, PNX will be trying to push in as much as possible to the raise. And like with the early game power from Darius and most of them, it's pretty sure it's going to be a bloodthirsty play from PNX this match.
Alright, so you think Noob Alliance again is a bit will have to play a bit of catch up early on where PNX is putting the pressure and they will have to come back. Yes. Who do you think has a better late game though, like if the game does go to that stage?
So late game raise is very very OP. So with after Road of Ages and dead cap, raise is very OP. So
yeah, how do you think the draft comes together now? We did see Seraphine being banned out previously, but now Seraphine has been left out and PNX has managed to grab hold of the Seraphine. How do you think it changes the gameplay for PNX here?
Yeah, I think since both teams are friendly, they know their weaknesses and strengths, like I said. So I'm hoping the Seraphine is that one of their key players, main champions or something. So I'm hoping to see Seraphine as a Seraphine player. If he manages to hit his ult properly and in a team fight, I think it's going to be a game-changing, team fight winning move. And they managed to pick Zeri as well, and they managed to secure Zeri as well. So as a Seraphine and Zeri, as that duo, they managed to secure that duo, right? So I'm hoping they got enough practice on those two champs and they can do something out.
In terms of game pace, basically, who do you think the two champions are from either side to dictate the pace of the game and kind of make those early moves?
The Shy Boy played exceptionally well from the level of his plays. So I prefer that Shy Boy will show up enough of power to take on to the game.
What do you think from the other side? Who do you think is the player to make that
So
move?
I'm pretty sure they will give more resources to their Lucian, which will dictate the game pace of the game, because Lucian is a very powerful late game champ if you give a perfect early game for it.
In terms of how late the game will go, or who has the better advantage later on in the game, I think you mentioned that with Raze, I think Noob Alliance has the opportunity to take the game late and kind of, turn up very well. But do you have the same idea on it? Do you think that Noob Alliance later on is going to be the stronger team if the game does go to that stage?
I think PNX is going to be stronger because Noob Alliance does have Rise, but the PNX playstyle focus their jungler on mid lane. So if they manages to kill Rise multiple times like they did, Shy Boy did on Vega, I think the game might change the outcome.
So yeah, we have a bit of divided thoughts here in terms of who's going to win, who has the better advantage early on and who has the better advantage later on. We'll all have to wait and see how that all comes together and who does actually end up winning game number 2, whether it's going to be PNX whitewashing the finals, winning it 2-0, or whether Noob Alliance is going to be able to take one game and force that game number 3 that is also important for them. And mind you, just to give you all a little bit of idea about how the format is, we do see 2 teams here, but how the national pool works is that the top 3 teams will be selected into the national pool, and a committee will decide who the top 5 players or who the 5 players are going to be representing the country. Whether it's a single player title or whether it's a multiplayer title, this is how it's going to work. So we will have a mix of the NA squad as well as the PNX squad as well as the third place team squad in the national pool when it comes for this committee to decide. Same goes for CSGO. We had Zeg, we have RG there, so we will have a mix of these players coming in for the national pool. And with that, we do have the game starting up, so I'm going to leave Cadmium Beast and Rampage Wolf to take you all through the play-by-play.
And with the exciting draft from the side of PNX and Noob Alliance, this game is too much to the side of a late game from both the sides, with a server fade into a late also.
Yes, we can expect to see really good fights going on this match, because this is the match that's gonna decide if PNX is gonna move in or if there's gonna be another match going on. And already, without even minions spawning, they're trying to do some trade-offs, and both teams are playing really safe. I don't. If Rise goes in here, Rakan, I think he's gonna take some damage.
So Raze is going to be the same build which he went with Vega, the Road of Ages build, and Seraphine is very OP this current patch, with his buff to the Leandris and so on.
So you're saying the mid lane is 2 buffed champions that either one's gonna win?
Yes, and jungle is going to dominate this. AceIord will be able to lock down Shy Boy into an ult. He won't be able to do anything. And it will be a good thing for the Shy Boy also. He could use his W to run away from the flag and drag also, and also with the ult of Raven.
I see.
Hydra is playing aggressive before the minions of Raven comes.
Yes. So you're saying if Shy Boy and AceIord, they may meet in a river or somewhere, it's going to be one-sided and AceIord going to win the 1v1?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think on top lane?
Top lane matchup is to the side of Vanguard, because even though Hydra could queue the minions of Yorick, he can't kill them all. He have to like single shot them.
Single shot them.
And
Yeah.
with the warden up, it's gonna be hard. We have seen this a bit of long time ago also.
Yes, and the minions, it's going to be really annoying for Hydra if the minions going to spawn and he has to, like the minions going to make, it's annoying because he's going to drain his life when he tries to kill them, and if he doesn't kill them, it's going to be another pain because it's going to help.
And it's a nice 5-stack from the Radius early on to the game, but he won't follow up with anything. And he goes on with it also. And yeah, Javan is towards the top side of a map and Wukong is towards the bot side of a map. And he's going rotation from the Shy Boy towards the bot side.
Yes, if Javan comes, did you notice Hydra warded near the Rift Cutter score? If the enemy jungler Javan comes, he can get the vision. And
Nice.
Wukong went in. Is it enough to kill? And Lucian flashed out. Zeri is almost trying to kill, and Zeri focusing on Brom.
Real Mojo is running away. Nice flash from the Brom.
Yeah, Brom and Lucian manages to escape with their flashes out.
Hydra is playing this game early on with a great pressure than Hydra. But you can see that no balance, both the bot lanes lose their both flashes, which is a good trade. But no flashes was gone for the PNX. If they could go for a dragon fight, they could use the flash advantage. And Wukong is farming, so it won't be an early dragon like it was in last game. And a Fragment Drag misses, and they are under turret, and the damage is dealt to Hydra, but no follow up enough. But the bush is warded.
Okay, which team do you think that has an upper hand if they start a dragon fight right now?
At the moment, I think with the bonus damage, Javan can deal. I think the dragon early potential is near Javan.
Okay, the dragon is spawning in 2 seconds, and the already PNX Rakan just went near and warded there. And Brom is also there, and I think we can expect to see a bot lane fight for a Drake. And Javan is also there. And PNX Wukong is farming on Krugs. I think this is a perfect opportunity for Vanguards to get the Drake. But I don't think they have any intel on Wukong on top.
So Wukong is recalling to run towards the bot dragon.
I think Wukong's confidence because they have a vision on Drake, and he's sure they are not doing the Drake.
Brom's Q, if Brom's Q knocks or basic knocks, Lucian can combo with his QE and stun Zeri, and it will be a perma stun for Zeri if it is a team fight. So Zeri has to be very careful on the time.
Yes, but I think at this point, Lucian is not gonna risk it all because I think he's gonna keep his E with him, and he's not gonna use it unless it's a confirmed kill or something, because both of them are out of flash, and if the Zeri manages to take both of their kills, it's gonna be hard for them to manage on bot lane.
Yeah, it's sure shot. It will be hard for them, but Hydra is playing it very well into the game. But after level 6, it will be hard if the Warden gets spawned. And Braidmaster is walking towards top side, and Hydra backs off, seeing that. But the dragon is now, they know where's Javan is in the top side, so they are leveraging a dragon, 4-man into the dragon, and they are taking the dragon down. The Shy Boy is going for a dragon, but it's on ward. Everybody can see that it's going on dragon.
Yes, but I don't think Vanguard gonna do anything about it when there's 4 players and their Vanguard's players are spread on the map.
They are going for the red quadrant of the team of PNX.
Yes. Did you notice the Shy Boy has a low CS count, but he focuses on ganking more, and the AceIord, he has more of an farming early on type of gameplay.
Yeah, very well. So the red buff is challenged, but Darius is walking towards the red buff, and also the Wukong is also walking towards the red buff, and the flag and drag is connects from Javan, and he escapes.
Yes, and the bot lane is now currently, it's called the calm before the storm. They are not doing anything, they are just fighting each other for farms.
And the Q connects from Brom, and he goes in, and this game, Real Mojo is playing aggressive. Then, not like last game. Last game also, he was playing aggressive. From PNX was playing aggressive. Now they are playing very calm.
Yes, I think the reason they are playing very calm is because Rakan's E is limited when it comes to other champs other than Xayah. And if it was a Zaya, I think he would play really aggressive because it's safe for him. He can go in and come back out.
He would have picked Zaya than Neon. Sorry, Zeri. So if he had picked Zaya, it would be a good combo with the buff she has in the current patch. But I think it's his main champ, so anyone will prefer their main over any champs.
Yes, I get it. In terms of vision, who do you think I have more vision on the map?
So at the moment, more the visions are good, but PNX does, and if PNX and Uber both has vision towards their dragon, their jungle, not into the enemy's jungle.
Yes, and the game is going pretty even. That there is only a 5k or 6k goal lead going on, and I think the only advantage the PNX has. Okay,
and the Shy Boy goes for a ult, and the first blood goes for Hydra, and what a counter play from PNX at the first off.
Shy Boy manages to get another kill, another play out of that, and it was a good choice to give Darius another kill.
Yeah, so Darius is up because Darius will be struggling in a bit, so he wants to feed the Darius enough so that even it gets late, it doesn't.
Javan is moving toward Darius, and Darius
is in on the control ward.
He saw a control ward. Is it enough to kill Darius? Darius has his flash. I think Darius will use
dodge,
his flash.
ult, and a flash away.
Out. And Seraphine also manages to come to that place, but I don't think it's enough. Darius already managed to escape.
Yeah, it was a great play from the Vanguard for trying to take a. And Seraphine is caught up. The flash is there, and she uses the flash. Darius and Seraphine loses both of their flashes. And the full of minions is stacked onto the dragon turret, and it's going a bit of 500 gold into the side of PNX with that one kill. If not, the game is more even.
If Rakan manages to ult there and use his W there, it would have been another thing. Zeri might have managed to get that kill.
Yeah, but
it was a close call.
It was a close call, but even the potential Brad has, he could shield it also, so he could tick off that and backed off. And the dragon is up in another 50 seconds, so it's got to be a dragon fight for sure, as PNX has the first dragon.
It's really good to see Hydra farming 83 with Yorick. So most of the Darius players don't get enough farm going against Yorick because of Yorick's annoying minions.
And Blade Master is here, but Hydra knows that he is here. Seraphine is walking towards the top side. Wukong is also coming towards bot side. The rift is down, and the Shy Boy catches AceIord.
AceIord almost wasted the flash, but he manages to go away with his flag ball. Okay, the Drake is spawning in 4 seconds, and only Zeri is on bot lane, and Wukong and Rakan is on top.
Yeah, it's a good fight. And it was a nice flash. They traded off of AceIord. And Seraphine, he's got... Oh! The ult misses of both of them. And Raze goes back. And they are walking towards the dragon.
I think Vanguard just made a big decision. They are going to say like, no, we are going to get this Drake.
And Hydra goes, and AceIord goes, pushes it. He's pushing his luck. And Minions is going, he's going to under turret, and the Shy Boy is behind. The Darius ults and kills him. The greenness kills Yorick.
The Darius, he played really well. He managed to go out of the zone of the ward and took the kill.
And the first plating is going for the Shy Boy is pushing towards the plating, and the dragon is taken down.
Is it a worth trade? Do you think that the Drake Darius got a kill and Vanguard got a Drake.
There was a opportunity where Darius could have died. Even though if Yorick had back there, the Shy Boy is behind him. He knew it. So he went for a kill. It was anyways a trade-off. But the bad thing is he died before he could escape.
Darius manages to get the kill.
And it's the game is calm. When the top play was going, the Dragon was taken by Noob Alliance. So it's some type of a trade-off. Even there's only 1k goal lead for the side of PNX.
Yes, and I think we can hope to see a team fight again since there's a calm again, and
I'm pretty sure there's a storm coming up in the future.
Yes, and Brom is rotating around the red team's.
The rift is up in 30 seconds. So there's gonna be a rift fight. Even the bot side of PNX, AceIord is caught and pulls in by Darius, and a flag and drag to safety by AceIord. Top turret is taken down by the Shy Boys in bot lane. The rift is spawned. The rift is spawning in 8 seconds.
Yes, I think the rift is the one that's gonna kill some people, and it's gonna be a bloody battle there for sure, bro. Because
and Night
yes,
Raven
is going in for Yorick, and almost
just airborne and back.
just a warning.
JiaoRaven starts the dragon rift, but he doesn't have a follow-up. Oh no, the rift is not started. Rift is running back into the rift.
Yes, and the PNX is doing the rift, and I think and Vanguard learned from their last mistake, and they're not gonna give this rift even if they're gonna die or something.
So they're going in. Blade Master stance. The Shy Boys in the airborne, and it's they're going in. AceIord ults, and it's a nice dodge from AceIord is down, and Yorick is also down, and they are chasing on to the ADC. The ADC is also down.
And
with
Rakan manages to escape with the brink of health.
Health.
It was an awesome play by PNX.
And Blade Master was able to take it off, but
4 kills for 1 rift. Is it worth it?
But the rift was taken in the hands of JiaoRaven, which is a bit worth it if they could use it as into the proper use. And the top is pushed by Hydra, and there's only a 1.5k gold lead, which is very easily traceable.
Yes, and since the team's got enough kills, I think we can just rest in and expect to see another fight in 5 minutes or so. Okay, we can expect to see another fight in 1 minute because the Infernal Drake is spawning, and both teams have one on Drakes, on Vanguard having also
having one Cloud Drake and a Hextech Drake from the side of PNX.
yes, Rakan is going in for the ward.
Blade Masters clearing up the ward from the side of Baron also. Last time PNX took a 21-minute Baron in the last game. So they are making sure that they doesn't sneak in another Baron this game. So no balance is walking towards the dragon.
The PNX lead is not that much yet because one team fight could
and AceIord catches Neon, but Zeri, and his 2-man caught up in the bot lane, but both are escaped. The Shy goes in, but he's also runs away. The Shy is going in, and the Blade Master rides down. Hydra is chasing, and AceIord uses the flag and drag and escapes. And Dragon is down. The Dragon is started by PNX.
And Zeri is split pushing and taking turrets down. I think it's a really good decision.
And it's a 5k goal lead. From nowhere, from 1k goal lead in just 5 minutes, it's 5k goal lead for the side of PNX.
Yes, Yes, I think PNX is securing the win again, and if Vanguard manages to punish some of the PNX mistakes, I think they can expect to win
Last
this.
game it was a strong early game from side of PNX, but they did some mistakes where PNX Noob Alliance was able to take the game away from them for a split seconds until Elden Ring spawned. But will they able to take down the game again? That's the important question now.
Yes, the thing is that this game's lead is not that much. It's just 0-9. Last match it was double.
And
So, Shaiba managed to
Lucian
get
is
a-
dead. How? That was nice. And Raze is caught up into the middle. The Shy Boy is waiting to go. And the Raze is down with the AoE damage of Seraphine and the ult. The charm is connect from Rakan, but no follow up enough. AceIord is under turret. And Zeri backs off.
Seraphine and Rakan just managed to give a perfect place there because
The Hydra chasing
Hydra
Raven.
is chasing Yorick, but I don't think it's gonna be anything special there. Did you notice that Seraphine and Rakan, they both manages to play really well and support the team with their perfect execution.
And a flag and drag connects. But Zeri's and they are going towards the Baron. The Baron is up in 30 seconds. As with the lead, they could start an early sneak of Baron, but it won't be a good thing to start the Baron so early.
Yes, and we can expect to see a fight in 15 seconds, and the Infernal Drake is spawning in 3 minutes. I think the PNX gonna plan something out on this.
So, Noob Balance is making sure that they don't sneak a Baron this time like in the game 1. So they're trying to keep up the game as much as possible, and Yorick and Raven, Darius are in the bot side farming their own ways, making sure that Yorick doesn't come into the game again.
yes. Who do you think the key players that made the difference on the last game and this game?
The Shy Boy gave exceptional, very best ganks on both the sides. The Shy Boys aimed mid lane in the game 1. In game 2 he aimed top side. It was exceptional.
Yes, Shaibai manages to punish the enemy's mistake and depends on the time. He doesn't just focus on opportunities. He uses his enemy's mistakes and he punish it at the moment and manages to secure the kill for his team.
Yeah. So they are going for Seraphine. Seraphine ults race. It's a Seraphine is down, but Rakan comes with the ultness. Quickness is connected. The charm will connect, and the race is connect. And ult from the Shy Boy, and the Shy Boy takes down the race. And the AceIord trying to flag and drag, and Zeri is in the corner. And the AceIord, you're dead, AceIord. You can't flag and drag so quickly.
Shaibai just manages to get 2 kills and it was a 1 kill. It's a 1 to 2 kill thing. They didn't, the Vanguard didn't expect to see that much of an enemies on there.
And they have
PNX
started
has
the Baron.
already started doing the Baron, and Brom is there. I don't think Brom would be able to do anything other than use ult and connecting it with the Lucian's ult.
The calling could come from Lucian, which will deal a hell of a lot of damage, but it can be cancelled by Lucian, Rakan and
Okay, PNX
Booya.
just confirmed. Just
Hydra is showing off the buff, and it's a dunk from Darius and kills Yorick in a 1v1 solo bolo. It's a fed Darius, so what can he do?
Yes,
He's
again,
hopeless against them.
again Phoenix manages to get a huge lead, and the Vanguard is far behind from than Phoenix, and having another almost a 9k lead going on.
It's gonna be very hard for Noob Alliance to get into the game again, but PNX is trying to finish the game soon and go home with this type of domination.
I think we could expect to see some PNX players on the national teams. Do you think what can the Vanguard do to get back?
So they could they could lock down one of their main champs. Like if they take down Hydra out, they will have the Shy Boy as a threat also. But they must be able to lock down one champ down, and then a small mistake from PNX must be punished heavily. Small mistakes will be punished. That's the only way Vanguard could come back.
The one you're saying is really, it's very rare to see happen, that all of that happening on a connect base. The PNX, okay, the PNX is doing the Drake again as Infernal Drake is going, and I'm thinking PNX just confirmed this, just secured the Drake.
And Hydra is doing something. He's walking towards the middle of the lane and trying to stop the minions.
The whole Vanguard team is trying to get the one turret.
And Rift walks to the safety. And they could only do this much, like play it safe as much as possible. And the Shy Boy taking one turret towards the bot lane also as a trade-off, which is a good thing.
The next Drake is spawning in 4 minutes, and I think we can expect to see a Drake fight. And if PNX managed to, okay, it was a nice try by
and the charm
connects, and
but
I think that's it.
Yorick dies from the charm connected by Seraphine. What a play from Seraphine onto that game. Ray's running away. Shy Boy is not aggressive much.
I think it's a good time for them to reset and get some.
They could do it in around 40 seconds. When they could reset, then they'll be full health into Dragon. That's a very better way to do it. They are pushing on the top. They have empowered recalls from Baron, which is ended now. They could recall, so Vanguard could do something. Now they don't have Baron power.
Yes, now we see why they banned the Zeri and the Seraphine last match. They've been playing really well, and the Zeri is farming and using her abilities as a connect base.
And mid lane is pushed by Hydra, and Seraphine is behind him. The Blade Master is trying to clear out the wave and make the Dragon turret do the damage for their team.
Yes, and Darius and Wukong with 6 kills, both of them having 6 kills and having a huge chunk of health is really OP for them, because now one of them is equal to 2 of the enemy team's champions.
And the Blade Master sees the Shy Boy, but they're going for the Shy Boy, but it's not a good idea, I guess, because the Seraphine is around the corner. They are walking towards the top lane. And Yorick is leveraging towards the top side, but sees Hydra and backs off Raven. Hydra is running with the Dead Man's Plate on his behind, but Yorick goes, no, I'm running away.
And we are having a calm before the storm again, and every time it happens, there's something big that's game-changing happening.
And it's like 1 minute left to a Dragon. This Dragon must be fought by the Noob Alliance. They can't give away an Infernal Soul.
Yes,
it's not like a Cloud Dragon.
Yes. Now the Noob Alliance plays is they have to fight for the Drake, or else they can expect to get wrecked on the team fights, because PNX gonna secure the soul, the Infernal Soul. Infernal Soul is gonna be huge for the fighter champs on their team. And the Drake is spawning in 1 minute. There is still 1 minute, and Baron is spawning in 35 seconds. Either Vanguard should go take the Drake, or they should go secure the Baron at this point. Vanguard should, the Noob Alliance should think and do something really bad, what's good for them.
So it's like
Okay, the Drake is spawning in 40 seconds, and Hydra is already roaming around. And we can expect to see a Drake fight, 0.30 seconds going.
And the game is
Baron
almost
already-
finished.
The Baron is already spawned, so we can expect to see PNX going for Drake. It's a bad decision for Lucian to go around on a river alone, even for boarding.
And it's a dragon is up in 12 seconds. They are walking towards the dragon. PNX is aiming the dragon, which is a very important soul. So it's going for a mid fight. They are all in a mid, and Raven is in the bot lane getting caught up in the final fight. It's not a good gesture. And it's Raze ults away. They are trying for a dragon for a Baron trade-off, but the top turret is gone. They are leveraging Hydra catches onto the Raze and flashes, and it's caught up with the Brad's ult, and they turn into the Baron, PNX. And PNX turns into a Baron.
Yes, and like I said, they're using this as a chance and managing securing the Infernal Drake souls from going into the hands of PNX. If they manage to secure this Drake, and PNX is trying to move forward fast as can, but Vanguard just secured the Drake.
And the soul is secured by the PNX. Vanguard takes the dragon, which they deny the soul for PNX. And Vanguard is caught up, and PNX coming from the red quadrant, and 4-man caught up, and the Shy Boy goes for the race, and he's slow, and he ults and chases away, and Jerry goes, and a 4-man charm from Rakan, and he goes away too, and Jerry goes, zoom, 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 and back behind, and the Radius goes under turret and dunks everybody down, and it's a GG, I guess, from this of the game.
The question is it enough to finish the game, or is it going to be another team fight?
And the minions are coming from the bot side of the game, so it's going to be finished for sure. And Jerry tanks the turret, and Hydra is also tanking the turret now, and the turret is going in. And the turret is down, and the inhibitor is going down from the bot side, and will it be the end of the game? 15 seconds for everyone to come from the time of the balance.
Yes, and I think PNX just secured their place as the winners of the grand finals of League of Legends Nationals.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. It is PNX Ascension who takes the win of the national qualifiers in Sri Lanka. And what a dominant performance they have had, taking it 2-0, and not just a 2-0, it was a very dominant performance coming from them, proving that they are the best in the country when it comes to League of Legends right now. But as I say this, mind you, this is the national pool selection, so the top 3 teams will be in the national pool where the committee will decide who is going forward. This is how the national pool is created, but right now it is the PNX side who is on top when it comes to League of Legends. And of course, we do have more titles happening within the day. We have a couple of single player titles coming your way. We saw the conclusion of Counter-Strike Global Offensive where Zeg took it home. We saw the conclusion of League of Legends where PNX Ascension took it home as well. So we do have multiple titles happening throughout the entire day. Do stay tuned in with us. We'll be right back after this break with more amazing action coming your way right here at the Sri Lanka National Esports Qualifiers.